Hey everyone, this is Dusko That Gamer, and this is Dead Secret. So I've actually been kind of excited for this one for a while. I kind of didn't realize it released, or was I kind of knew it released, but I didn't know it was a game which I had been following for a period of time. So to explain this game for a second, Dead Secret obviously is set on a farmhouse. That's the first thing which appeals to me. For some reason, farm horror I've always found incredibly interesting. I don't think there's ever been a farm horror film I've seen I've disliked. Even, of course, different levels of enjoyment. I've enjoyed every single goddamn scarecrow horror movie I've seen, and all the other horror movies where people, for some reason, go to farms. So I find that to be appealing. Maybe it's just something about farm places I find creepy ever since I lived on a farm when I was younger. I used to be scared at night because of the reaching darkness of the fields outside the bedroom window of mine. Anyways, talking about this was actually made by a few people I'm familiar with. The only one I'm going to cite here, and the one I'm the most familiar with, is a person named Chris, who runs the site Chris's Guide to Survival Horror or something like that. It's an old internet site. Back in the mid-2000s, when the internet was still a blooming thing, horror games didn't get as much coverage on the internet as they do in this day and age. There weren't really too many sites dedicated to just horror, so it was just a blog that was pretty popular that was very dedicated to horror. And that person had a hand in making this game as a fun little tabloid right there. This game claims to be inspired by such things as Clock Tower, Siren, that sort of deal. That's what they claim. That's what the game claims. Now, notably, both those games are games where you're defenseless and you hide from people, so maybe that's all they mean. I'm hoping that the comparison is more apt than that, but I guess we'll find out as we go to this. All I really need is an interesting horror experience, and I hope this provides it. I've got good faith into it. Notably, this thing's in endings here. So, there is at least 5 endings. Interesting. But yeah, we'll roll with it as we go with it. I think we're going to be pretty much good to go and kick straight into this. This game thing's all set there and good on good. Let's check, stream things. Here's the thing, I can't actually see the chat when I'm playing this. It's a full screen game, so heads up on that chat. I won't really be able to see you fully during the process of this. I'm all tabbing to see the chat at the moment. Here you go. Is to what it is. We'll go straight into this then. Look at that crow flying by. Let's kick straight into Dead Secret. September 25th, 1965.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects. Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Start with an immediate shot to see ourselves in the frame. We can check the clock for our time, but can't really move unless, Chris, is this like a point and click? This actually might be like a point and click. This is the crime scene. I think this might be like a walk and click. Yep, it's this sort of deal. Hi, me. I look around the investigative clues. There's a key. It's a small key. Really easy to find that one. Oh, small key. Objectives. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. We're doing just that, I think. The small parcel tied tightly with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. I like to imagine that we could be a bare hand in crime. That doesn't make much sense. Okay. Let's look around a little bit more. Reclusive professor found dead in home on September 23rd of 1965. Governor, okay, Gov, KS. Harris Bullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Bullard, running odd jobs. A police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Bullard moved into his home on Rampa Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He was a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, which might be me, moved in with him, or that's not me at all. Bullard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington, a former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. Retired recluse, found dead in study, police rule death natural. We learn more about other characters. Are we going to see it all? Yep. Bobby Sawyer runs errands for Bullard, found the body. So we're learning about all the characters with their portraits to determine who they are. Josie Herrera, Bullard's live-in assistant. Cynthia Peckman, ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard's estate. Graham Wellington, former colleague of Bullard. Hello, me. Alright, in and out. Easy, obviously. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. I'm sure that's exactly how easy it's going to be. Is this the crime scene? I'll investigate that a bit later. Let me look around. Piano. An old piano. It's blocking the way. Makes piano sound, too. They sure aren't wasting any time selling off Bullard's stuff. That's what that says. I could go back outside, but I'm not going to. I'm going to investigate a little more. Actually, I can just walk to things. Is that a candle? That's a candle. Can't interact with it right now. So we can sort of move different positions and see things. I can't leave yet. There's a story here. I know it, which means we're going to be trapped in the house. Well, let's move on through. This is the crime scene. It's got Japanese talismans written over that. I'm pretty sure this isn't a Japanese farm, so what's in here first? Wait, this isn't the crime scene. I need to investigate the study. Why is there Japanese talismans on the door? The small key unlocked the door. Well, there you go. We're not going to say why there's this guy... Ooh. That opened naturally. And a lot of sounds just kind of kicked in. Hi, Crow. It's only September, but today is cold and dark. Fall is here, I guess. Well, let's move over here to this that parchment's obviously suspicious, though. The Snow Woman. Adapted for the original translation by Lacido Heron, an old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man woke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman with blonde hair and a white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When she saw that the sun was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live, but if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." There's some stuff that looks important, but I can't really click it. Interesting. Dictionaries and language reference. It looks like a lot of these books aren't even in English. How suspicious, not in English, you say. Obviously means a killer is afoot. Anyways. There's something in between the couch cushions. Yep. There's a page from a manuscript here. The man who could see with his skin. In 1926, I met a man who would see with his skin. His hands were sealed with wax and bandaged, yet he remained aware of the room around him. He held up signs which he read and fingers which he counted, even when he stood behind them. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze on his face, the subtle motion of the hair on his arms. After years of focus and practice, he had developed the... Okay, there are multiple pages in some of these. Ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based only on these slight sensations. This man had achieved a form of ideofocus. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of this ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I am very close. There's a newspaper clipping here. It reads, "Eyeless Joe found dead in hotel." Weird. Weirder that... Huh. So his name was Eyeless Joe, and I guess the professor here was researching him. Interesting. You move all of the cushions. So why wouldn't you? Can't interact with the layout with the picture. Something about this painting makes me uncomfortable. It's very bleak. I don't think it looks bleak, really. Maybe the stormy clouds are supposed to imply that, but I think it looks kind of interesting. Just a regular lamp. Is that the Snow Woman that we just read about? I think it's just the Snow Woman we just read about. It's a picture of a woman. She's wearing a white kimono and standing in the snow. So you think it's the Snow Woman that's the story behind this gramophone? It's a record player. There's no record inside. Which means if I find a record, we'll know what to do. This opened by itself. There's a book in this one with a compass inside that was very Resident Evil. What's this? Looks like a tiny camera lens. Circular lens. I don't know how I access my inventory or anything right now, so I guess I'll have to figure that out. They haven't really explained it to me. Maybe I just use stuff automatically. I wouldn't know. The room is regular library. Some of these volumes look ancient. It's all covered in dust. No books stick out. Nah. It's not according to us. One of Bullard's diplomas. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. Well, this is where Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body. He'd been dead for a couple of days, though. I'm walking this way. Da waka walk, da waka 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 waka. Nice view. Nothing on this globe that sticks out. But because it turns a certain way, it says something on it. Acapello Musca e Descenzera. Something like that. That almost looks like a butterfly. The circumrelief with a globe. Panama Pacific Universal Exposition from 1915. It's never seen a map laid out like this. There's a spot marked with an X on it. I'm on to you. I am on to you good. Let me spin this globe right around. So it should be marked. Not there, I missed it. God dang it. So it's above us, it's Japan. For some reason, this guy who lives here really loves Japan for some reason. There we go. There's a secret department in Japan. Japan's department reveals... something more Japanese. That's a little bit strange. It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on the desk. Hello, small box on the desk. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads North. No dial tone. Something typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feeder that I can't pull it out. Read this first. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. Woodcutter now. What's this? Who is woodcutter? Pretty sure we'll find out soon. Woodcutter. Threatening Bullard. And scissors. A pair of scissors. I can use these to open up that package in the other room. That's not subtle at all. That's not subtle in the slightest. There. I like it though. I found the lens. I found two of them now. Circular lens. Okay. I think this is called a banker's lamp. You see those more Japanese mask up there? Joe. Something is after me. It's creeping around the house trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the ideofocal lenses from their normal location and hidden them in the study. I sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. Harris. P.S. The sequence is west, east, north. That's important to note. West, east, north. Fascinating. I'm actually liking this so far. Let's see how it goes, though. Bullard hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This would be a great hook for my opening paragraph. Let's look at this. West, east, north. So, west, east, north. One of the... Oh, wait. I said that I did south. I did it backwards for some reason. West, east. This one needs a button. Okay. So I need to get another button for this to work correctly. Let's walk away. It's a clay statue with a weird face. One of them appears to be missing. Issues of the Journal of Physiology and a bunch of medical books with names I can't pronounce. Thought there was something there, but I guess not. Let's cross over here. These masks that look a little suspicious. It's a weird looking mask. I think I've seen masks like this before. Maybe they are Japanese? Yes, they are. This kind of feels like they're looking at me. What do they see in this room? These masks could be uncomfortable. Bullard has some pretty advanced degrees. This one is from the University of Chicago, 1935. Quaint mechanics and functional analysis. Not exactly like reading. I hear a sound. Not sure if I should be concerned or not. So I got something for the package over here. Let's see what it is. I have to get out of here. I'm so tired of these idiots in this town. I have to get out of here. She said something about Kansas. Maybe, so you can observe some things more than once. I should observe things more than once then. This is for here. Bye, sir? The story of this is going to get me out of this backwater town. It's addressed to J. Harron and was sent from downtown Gov. I know the research of the story, but Bob put his name on it anyway. How do I access my inventory? Oh, there you go. I figured it out. Quit to main menu, objectives, collected documents, circular lens. Let me use the scissors. Right there. Also, I just noticed I've got like a damaged hand. Interesting. Press B or right mouse for inventory. I figured it out. It's an old book. It says Quaidan on the cover, whatever that means. The author is Lakara. I don't exactly remember what it means, but I definitely know there was a horror movie called Quaidan, so it leads me to believe it's some sort of Japanese entity, because it was definitely an Asian horror movie I'm thinking of. Can I read the book from here? Old book. Old book. I just wanted to see if I could read it. Good to know. Let me head on back. I also want to see if I can open up this door now. Wait, this isn't the crime scene. I need to investigate the study. Okay, if you say so, ma'am. Let's see. The TV is on with one of those really old scene things they would have. That's weird. I could have sworn this TV was off before. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. Yeah, very perspective, you know that. Let's open this up. The door is locked from the other side. There's no keyhole. Okay. It's one of those deals. I know these deals. I've been across a few horror games there and there. So now that I know how to use items, let me read my documents if I can. Collected documents. Profiles. Notes to Joe, 1 out of 3. Blackmail notes, 1 of 4. Research docs, 1 of 5. Newspaper clippings, 1 of 7. Miscellaneous, 2 of 14. Coroner report. The Snow Woman. Didn't really mean to do any of that, but... Do I put it on this? No. One of the buttons is missing. I need to figure that out, most certainly. Is there anything else other than this pillow? No. I can figure this out. I have faith in me as an individual. This says north on it, but I don't exactly know what it's for. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads north. I use the lens for some reason. Yeah, I don't really think so. It's only September, but today it's dark. Fall is here, I guess. It's just the middle of nowhere. Even for Kansas, it's just weed as far as the eye can see. I have to get out of this. I'm so tired of the idiots in this town. That's what she has to say about all of that. I'm trying to think about what the lenses before. Currently, we have in our inventory these lenses, and we got this old book. I used the old book on this. Didn't think so. The old book would probably go on the shelf. I'll go on the shelf here and like unlock something. There's this place that the book could almost fit. Not really. Full of tentacle books. I wonder if Bullard... Oh, she has actually been commenting on each type of books these are. So maybe I'm supposed to figure out where Quaidan would fit. That's not a tentacle book, so what are the books over here? Because there's multiple bookshelves in here. This room is a regular library. It suddenly looks like ancient volumes. It's all covered in dust. Can I use the old book here? This room... Nope. I thought I was maybe onto something. But alas... Let's move back on the cross. What do you have to say? Dictionaries and language reference. Looks like a lot of these books aren't even in English. You might fit here. No. Where are all you down here? quantitative description of membrane current and its application to conduction and extinction of the nerve by Hodgkin and Huxley. This is doctor stuff. I thought Bullard was some sort of engineer. Lots of difficult science medical books and journals. And that's all you can say about all that. Doesn't go there either, though. So I like put the book here? Well, it didn't say no, but it's because there wasn't a highlighted thing there. Just a regular lamp. There's probably something obvious I'm overlooking. I've got a book, and I've got camera lenses. Obviously, they come together somehow. Tricky. Nothing here. I mean, I already checked all those. The phone's disconnected, as we've established. This says north on it, which is important. Because I need the north symbol for this, I think. Or wait. Or maybe it's how... Okay. Rethink my position. What did the thing say again? Let me open up my document. Notes to Joe. So it was west, east, north. Okay, I remember it's still fine. But no, that's definitely north, so... The north button is still being sought after. Don't see anything here outside of these, which have already sort of looked completely through, so... They had some interesting bits in them. I put that on the table to be investigated. I've already examined that. Maybe I should just go back over here and figure out if there's anything I missed in the previous room. I'll start with that, because I don't think, unless there's like something hidden under something, which I haven't thought of yet. I'll start off by looking this way and see if there's anything that sticks out in the mind. There are boxes. Can't lift this stuff without one arm, even using the hard truck, or the hand truck. Piano's walking away, I can't move it, unfortunately. I did all the research for the story, but Bob put his name on it anyway. What a jerk! That's what I say. Drawer is missing, its knob. I can't open it. Interesting. Makes something important in there. I didn't realize that was a thing previously. I guess I should look at the ceiling more often. Sometimes looking up is the way to go. Interesting reflections. It's not the crime scene. Anything on the ceiling? No. Didn't think so. Any reason this picture still depresses you? Is that the house in the background? This looks just like Gove. I wonder if it's by a local artist. One can definitely hope. Something about this painting makes me feel uncomfortable. It's very bleak. So she's noticing that the house that we're in is inside the painting. It's a picture of the woman. She's wearing a white kimono and stands in the snow. Nothing else to say about than that. I don't think I put glass lenses in here. What do I know? The record player is empty. Nothing inside that book. Or booked out. I wonder if a book could fit inside a book. No. I dreamed. I tried so hard. There's only one of the diplomas. There's only so many things you can interact with in this little small area. So there's obviously something obvious I'm missing. The coroner ruled that Bullard died from pen. I can't say a word right now. But still, though, the failure. The body didn't have a mark on it. No trauma, no sign of a struggle. If he was murdered, his killer was pretty sneaky about it. Body didn't have a mark on it. No trauma, no signs. Wait, those dots mean there's more that she wants to say about. Because there was dots on this, I think, earlier. Bullard had some pretty advanced degrees. This one's from the University of Chicago, 1935. Boy, I'd love to visit Chicago. The door is locked, but has no doorknob or keyhole or anything. So some other way you can unlock it. These masks make me feel uncomfortable. This kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see in this room? I think I've seen masks like this before. Maybe they're Japanese. It's a weird looking mask. The mystery thickens, by which I mean, what am I supposed to do with the pieces I have so far? There's a statue missing, another statue there. There's something that's missing, a knob over here. I'm missing the north button here. I've got all my inventories. I got this book, but I have no idea what it's for. I don't know if I just read it, or maybe I just put it on the book so I can have a good read. Read with the lamp. I think it's called a bunker's lamp. Let's see. This is missing something. There's documents stuck in the typewriter. I can't pull it without tearing it. It's really stuck in there. I guess I'll have to roll it back out. No dial tone is all she has to say about the phone. Difficult medical books. I feel like it has to be stuck here somewhere. Maybe I should just scan the bookshelf and see if it fits anywhere. Let's go this way. Dictionaries and language thing. Wait, this inventory? Press B on that for the inventory. Is it here? Oh, I can push all the books all the way back. It feels like it's saying something. Okay, there you go. It was the bookshelf and something hidden here. It was the 4-in-1. You have to click a specific part of it. I'll keep that in mind. You have to click specific parts of things sometimes like this. Feels like it's saying something. Wait, there's something jammed way back there. Is it the north piece, like I'm hoping? It's a flat triangular wedge. There's some sort of foreign writing on it. I think it's the north wedge. Yep. Alright, that went faster than I expected. A series of books by Lafcadio Hearn about Japan. Well, we know what we're doing now at the very least. I am happy. It was the bookshelf thing. I should have just looked a little bit closer earlier. Okay, so west, east, north. That wasn't it. Oh, wait. Right, I mentioned earlier the symbol here looks like that one, so this is actually north, so it's west, east, north. There we go. What the Huh? What is this? Oh, wait, does the two lenses go in here? I see the lenses fit into the mask eye because she did there. It's like a weird pair of goggles? Mask. Oh. That's interesting. A viewpoint. Does it reveal any sort of secrets in this room? Oh, that just scared me. Who was that? Let's move closer and find out. He even put the cushions back. What a jerk. Is there something more to this painting? There's a page taped to the back. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is that I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over our plans for the Lunar Dream apparatus. Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately the threats have escalated. I'm sure that I am being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday with the mask on, I thought I saw somebody reaching for me. It's a warning for my subconscious. I am no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. I want you to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you want to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for the big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands. Harris. Blackmailed by Woodcutter. Primary suspect, Woodcutter. Ordered by Bullard to destroy their research and split. I knew there was more to this story. Whatever Bullard was mixed up in, I bet there's evidence in that safe. Let's get the crime scene over. Who is Woodcutter? Open the safe upstairs. Document in here said Bullard stashed something in the safe upstairs. So just like the ghost. This door is probably not open, but I'm going to try it anyway. Noticeably, the guy was wearing this mask. In fact, I think that we saw somebody wearing another one of the masks earlier, too. Kind of feels like they were looking at me. What happened in this room? So I'm pretty sure the door that's not going to be open to let me upstairs is the one that was inside the main area. Let me find out. A what? Harris Bullard's body was found by Bobby Sawyer. That's it. Well, oh, this is like the deadly premonition. Make sure you're paying attention thing. Bobby ran odd jobs for Bullard. Could he have done it? He certainly had the opportunity. Bullard was scared. He worried about losing his secret research, his money, his friends, and some of his secret research. That's it. Blackmail. I knew this would be a scoop. Somebody wanted Bullard's research. He must have been killed for it. Bullard was being blackmailed by the Snow Woman, Luciferia, and Woodcutter Anonymous. Woodcutter is pretty easy. That's it! Woodcutter. What is that supposed to mean? This is the kind of juicy detail I came here to find. Nothing else. I have to get out of here. I'm so tired of this idiots in this town. In Kansas. That goddamn idiot town there's Kansas is. I know it's like, goddamn. Okay, let's go here, which is probably the way out, so I'm gonna take a solid look. Spookily moving up the stairs. Door closed right behind us. And there's sounds. Could be music. Probably is music, but sounds like something more almost. Let's go upstairs. A little spooky. I'm here. No one's down there. What was that? Who was that? Left or right? Go right. Peekaboo. The fireplace is full of logs. You don't say. Oh, there's something hidden back here. It's a plate with circular dial. Circular dial. Fascinating. A pile of wood for the fireplace. Nothing inside the bucket. Doesn't seem to be. The fireplace is full of logs. Not much more to say about it than that. Someone knocked over this lamp.
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it, the chance I've been waiting for.
Are those like hidden scenes that tell us more about the background of our character? No evidence here, just boxes of clothes. Let's walk this way. The bedside table has been emptied already. Bedside table has been empty. There's nothing on the ceiling. I was checking. Bullard's bed, everything is boxed up and ready to be moved out. Except boxed to the goddamn professor himself. Let me walk over here. There's a note over. I was wondering if there's something I'll be signing under the bed that you can only see from a specific angle. Let me pick it up. H. Bullard, Daily Log, November 2nd, 1964. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information about what we are seeing as a subconscious memory, the lenses distort in response to visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of, that they see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that what we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of ideofocus, a time when the subconscious comes forward and shows us truths that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. As a control memnock, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, provide the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focus mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dream information it will receive. Something large and ubiquitous, the moon perhaps. So they're delving into the world of subconscious thought and dream. That's a bit interesting. Yoi. The lenses in this weird mask. Dream thought. The moon. The room is like a tomb. The air is so stale I can barely breathe. No wonder the air is so stale. This window is only open a crack. Nice to get some fresh air in here. I just wish it wasn't raining. Can I like just use the mask whenever? I can just use the mask whenever. That's important. There's an animal thing up there. It's a different color. Let me move over there and see what that's about before I investigate the safe that's over here. Oh, there's a note there too. There's a page hidden behind these boxes. H. Bullard Daily Log, April 9th, 1964. Woodcutter sent me another note today. He knows things nobody else should know. Secrets I buried 20 years ago. He knows about James Leroy. It's impossible, but somehow he knows. I can tell he's getting closer to me. His notes are mailed from the Gove post office, and last night I could swear I heard somebody moving around outside. I haven't been this scared since Chicago. I need to be patient. He's going to have to reveal himself to me at some point. If he wants my research, he'll have to wait until it's completed. I don't believe in ghosts. When I find him, I will kill him. Oh my. Knows about James Leroy. Local to Grow or Gove. Interesting information there about good old Woodcutter. Knows about James. All that fun stuff. So there was obviously a bear that wasn't here before. Goddamn bears that just coming out of existence. Also, wait. Is there something right there? Another document on the mantle. March 26, 1958. Harris. How was your conference in Chicago? I just imagine you prancing through the streets like Gene Kelly, swinging on lampposts and declaring yourself to be of such grand importance. Did you remember your lines? Was the audience rapt? Oh, my dear Harris, did you find a little chickadee to take back to your hotel this time? While you were gone, I had old Sam come over and change the locks. You left a few things here, which I will have relocated to the curve for convenient pickup. I do admit that a few of your possessions may have ended up in the street, but in all honesty, they do not look out of the place there. Do you remember the last thing you said to me, Harris? It was almost in passing as you slammed the door, but I heard it very clearly. You said you haven't got the guts. Well, I do have the guts, you rat, and I'm throwing you, your shabby things, and these last 6 wasted years of my life into the rubbish bin. If I catch you around here again, I will alert the police with the sound of my shotgun. Forever yours, Cynthia. Threw Bullard out of their place. Divorce ensued. Now put on the mask. Wait, what the fuck? I thought it was a bear, but it's a person poised with a demon mask on the wall. That's more than a little strange. I literally thought that was a bear until it was right then. It's a little bit stranger than that. So there's hidden things everywhere in the crevices. I should be paying attention to see where things might be hidden under or through or whatever. The fireplace might have had something hidden from a certain angle of it. Now that I'm starting to figure out that this game has sort of tricky placements of things, I'm starting to get more suspicious about where things might be hidden. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, which I am using to try and make this more of a livelihood, not just for missed game videos, but little games I make in my own time, and to bring different types of videos to the channel. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below, or in the video, obviously. If you'd be interested in seeing me recording gameplay videos and doing other things live, I stream quite regularly and record almost all my gameplay over at a site called Hitbox TV on my channel. You can also see that in the video currently. I hope you enjoyed the video, and adieu.